All right, guys, we finna do this. No script, no nothing. Let's just go ahead and get into it. So today I want to talk about the fighting game big three. We're talking about Mortal Kombat 1, Tekken, and Street Fighter, and the state of those games right now. Now, it's a lot that can be said about it, so let's go ahead. We gonna get into this. We ain't gonna make it long, because you know YouTube algorithms, and y'all really don't care about long videos and stuff like that anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I have always, since I've been in the FGC, followed the state of the big three because they're the ones that kind of always dictate how this generation of tournaments and stuff is going to go. But lately in the FGC, this generation, we have some games that are very, very great stepping up to the plate that could, play huge roles in the FGC, like Guilty Gear, Strive, and things of that nature. But the big three are still the big three. So, how are they faring right now? Now, when we look at the big three, let's just start off kind of like in the middle. In the middle, we go start off kind of like in the middle. We gonna start off with Street Fighter 6. Now, Street Fighter 6 is a game as far as competitively, it seems like everybody's enjoying the game. Everybody's having fun with it. It doesn't seem like you hear too much about people hating the gameplay and stuff like that. But some things I have been hearing from many people in the FGC is just the overall state of the game. Is it exciting? Do we have much to look out for and stuff like that? And a lot of people saying no. Now, I've heard people say the reason why things seem to be still right now is because back then, when Street Fighter 6 was first coming out, they leaked the entire roster of the game. Now, with knowing the entire roster of the game, there's not much to look forward to. Like, for example, the Ed trailer came out recently, and a lot of people are saying that it's not that much hype for it. It's just not that exciting. It's just moving on to the next thing. Or you've been hearing people saying they've been not as excited with the latest DLC, or there's not as much stuff to do in the game and stuff like that. So a lot of people are kind of just feeling like Street Fighter 6 is getting into a stale state. Now, I'm really, really happy though that's not necessarily affecting how people want to play the game or get into tournaments and stuff like that. As you know, Capcom Cup Pro Tour, the LCQ is about to come up, so everybody and their mama who hasn't been able to get into the game and still wants to get into that $1 million prize pool is going to be playing at that LCQ. Now, wondering what's going to happen once it's over with, because a lot of people are really just getting into it because it's $1 million on the line. And even if you don't win the $1 million, I mean, the prize pool split up is still pretty big. Now, I'm wondering after that how much of the player base is actually going to fall off just because there's no longer a true big money incentive. Because a lot of people, and this is going to go over into our next game, is really, really enjoying Tekken 8. A lot of people are saying they super, super enjoy Tekken 8 just as a game, period. So many people are touching this game, having absolute fun with it, are just losing their minds about how fun Tekken 8 is. Now, to end Street Fighter 6 before we fully go into Tekken 8, I'm happy to see that Street Fighter 6 is because it's way better than what we had with Street Fighter 5. When Street Fighter 5 first came out, it was bare bones nothing, and everybody was super mad about that. But after a while, Street Fighter was able to get back up on his feet. Now that we know that Street Fighter can do something like that, I'm expecting 6 to make a big triumphant gain later on in its life. Now, when we go to Tekken 8, everybody and their mama once again loves Tekken 8. Now, this is a game, it seems like they came out the gate 100% ready. It was a fully flushed out game. Everybody's enjoying it. It seems like there's nowhere to go up from here. So this game seems like throughout its whole lifespan, because Tekken be out for forever. So, we probably won't get the next Tekken till the PS6 and then the end of the decade. So with Tekken 8, it seems like for the future, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be fantastic. There's no way they can egg this up. It is going to be a fantastic time. Now, let's talk about MK1. Now, MK1, when it first came out, I was taking kind of like a hiatus from the FGC, so I hadn't seen everything. But once I got back into the FGC around the beginning of this year, it seems like originally a lot of people were saying that it was a pretty good game, but then next thing you know, as time was going on, they just it just seemed more and more people started coming out talking about how bad their experience was with the game. It's just a lot of issues with online. Now, mostly people are saying like online is kind of at a point where the game is so horrendous that they really can only play offline. And they say it's very far, few and stuff in between of offline because a lot of people are just not wanting to play the game at all anymore. I mean, tournaments are dropping it, players are dropping it. A lot of people are just going over to Tekken 8. So it's really kind of an issue. And then next thing you know, we just figured out last night that what's the name? Peacemaker. I'm sorry, I don't keep up with DC. But the guy isn't going to be coming out at the date that they expected. He's pushed back to the end of February. And you won't get the full update that was supposed to be releasing along with him until March. So it's seeming like that it's just a lot of things are fumbling with MK right now. Now, hopefully they can pull a Street Fighter 5 and start bringing it back as the lifespan of the game goes on. But right now, it's just looking like many people are just sick and tired of being sick and tired of this game. They don't want to play this game anymore. There's better options out. I mean, even Maximilian, he's MK head, and lately when you look at his page, it's mostly all about Tekken. Not a lot of Street Fighter, not even Street Fighter, not a lot of MK. So a lot of people just really aren't. I mean, they just feel like the game was rushed. They should have pushed it back another 6 months or something like that. But MK, when MK1 was coming out, they were in a cycle where they was releasing a game basically every year and a half, 2 years. They were releasing games fast. So, but this last life cycle went on even further because a lot of people thought Injustice 3 was coming, but that didn't happen. It was another MK1. So it took a lot longer for whatever reasons that was happening behind the scenes. So I guess they felt like they had to hurry up and push something out. Who knows? But I mean, the state of the game right now is pretty. You guys tell me what y'all feel about the game. I'm not necessarily playing MK. I'm just looking at everything that's going on online with it. But it just seems like it's a big bummer right now. So the state of the big three as we see it right now is just it's manageable. Tekken 8 is doing fantastic. Street Fighter 6 is doing good. Of some things here and there that people just have gripes about, but hey, that can be fixed. All it is excitement. There's ways to boost excitement. But MK1 is the one that just, I mean, on every level, people are just tired of the game, it seems like. So you guys let me know. I think if we right now, it seems like they might not be able to carry as we known they have in the past, but I mean, it's still time. It hadn't even been a year since all these games came out, except Street Fighter. It'll be a year this month, I believe. I think it came out last year, February, but we'll see. So you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. It's your boy Rexonmax. Peace out.